Are you guys ready for some football? It's Michelle. Hello, everybody. I'm excited to be here today. I got on all my swag, even my Taylor Swift Chiefs shirt. Greatest present ever. But I'm really excited. I'm going to be hosting a class here in the next few weeks here locally, and I have to make the demo piece for everyone to do. This is laser cutout. As you can see, it's on the little plywood. We've got 3 different designs. So we got the Casey with the arrowhead. We got a plaid Casey, and then we've got the banner with the game day logo on them. I think they're pretty cool. So my friend Melody over at the Small Hinge in Bonner Springs, Kansas makes these, and I think they're super cute. And what's really cool is that this is actually a thing that you can take out. And every season, every month, you have a new piece that we're going to be putting in here. But I wanted to show you guys how Unicorn SPiT works on the laser equipment. It has blown up huge in the laser wood creators because it just works so freaking good. And you use such a minimal amount that, yeah, like one bottle's going to last you like a whole year because of how strong it is. But it's really fun to do in classes because you don't need a whole lot, and you also don't risk on the bottles drying out and such. And so it just makes things really easy. So we're going to get started. I'm going to get you guys pointed down so that you can watch the whole process with me. Be sure, hey Stevie, hello. Be sure to comment on the post. Give me a like, give it a share, do whatever you can. That'll promote my business and help me quite a bit. So you guys are going to pretend like you are doing crafts with Taylor Swift, which is Kelsey's now fiance, which is pretty exciting. So these little sets you can pick up. The banner itself is $15 if you buy it there at the store. And this is, of course, the little card holder part. And it comes in separate pieces, and I'll show you what separate pieces it comes with. And then we're going to get to staining it. We're going to stain this pretty simply because we want it to be able to be used a lot. So every month we're going to have different pieces that you can add to it. If you're not doing these at your little paint and sips, you're missing out because they are really fun. You can see it comes with 1, 2, 3 pieces. Now the back piece, I just leave, I'm going to do it white as well. And then we're going to just get started on this. So it'll be pretty cool. And it'll be fun. It'll be easy. Let me know. Hey, Stevie, hello. Thank you for commenting. I could really use some comments, some likes, just to let me know. It helps promote my video and gets it out to more people. As you know, Facebook only shares if you pay for it to share, but I'm more of an organic grower. I just want to grow organically. And that sounds like it's the best plan of action for me. I'm going to get my computer, my iPad set up here. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go with white. Now I know a lot of people were mentioning that they felt like the whitening didn't give them that big blaze of white that they wanted. And so I, of course, am the inventor and creator of Unicorn SPiT. And so I came up with a new white. And it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's called Celine. And this one does not go clear whenever you clear coat it. So that's something to keep in mind. And I really like it a lot. All right, now you can dilute with water or you can dilute with rubbing alcohol. You're just gonna wanna wet your wood, and that makes it so that it opens the grain. It acts as a wood conditioner that's free. So I'm all about free. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that on there. As you can see, it doesn't take very much. They are super concentrated. And you're gonna notice that you're still gonna see your woodwork. You're still gonna see your bill of paint on here, or water to dilute. I did not want to completely white it out as if it was a full coverage paint. I just want it to still have that wood grain because I like showing off that things are made out of real wood and not cheap, you know, MDF particle board or plastic. We really want to show off that we're using real wood because it is a lot more valuable. And this, of course, is real wood. What's nice is that with Unicorn SPiT, sorry about that. With Unicorn SPiT, you also, golly, my phone distracted me. Oh, you can stain it with Unicorn SPiT, let it dry, and then run it through like your Glowforge or your laser cutter. Because it has no flash point, you're not going to get bubbles and ripples and things like that. There's no plastics in it to cause that type of effect. So it makes it easy. So you could stain and then go. All right, we got that part white. Now we're going to move on to the second part. Make sure you guys give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, a share, a like, different things like that in order to help me get distribution of my video out there, because Facebook is really, really tough these days. They want you to pay so much for advertising, and I refuse to raise our prices. We haven't raised our prices since before 2020. And the reason why is because we rely on organic advertising and not paying for it. And that's how we keep our prices down. So in order for us to keep our prices down, we just rely on you guys for some little bit of help. You guys are our ad campaign. You guys just share, tell people that you love us, keep our names out there, keep us popular. And the best way that you can do that, it doesn't even cost you a dime, is to give a little like to this video, pop a little comment on there, whatever you'd like to do. But any type of interaction on our videos, on our posts, that helps promote our business better than paying for advertising to get those type of reactions. So a like, just a little thumbs up on the live, or a little comment saying, hi, how are ya? That'll help tremendously. More than any paid advertisement can give. Here we go. So as you can see, this one's way wider, and I wanted you guys to see the difference. This is gonna be a little bit more full coverage because I did not dilute first. We're just going straight in with this. We're not doing any type of dilution. We're just going for it. We're gonna get more of a solid coverage on this. So this will be so there's translucent stains, which are the majority that you found on the market, which are basically like if you go to like some of our competitors that you can find on the shelves at like big department stores. It's basically clear coat with a little tint in it, and you have to do multiple coats. Those are all going to be translucent. Sometimes you can get semi-transparent. And those are generally for like decks and things like that. And then there's semi-solid. You can get all variations of these stains with Unicorn SPiT. It comes in the strongest. And then you just dilute down to whatever you need. If you need it to be translucent, semi-transparent, transparent, solid, semi-solid, opaque, you've got all of it right in your hands. It's just adding a little bit of water to it that makes it what it is. And you can see I got a little bit on the rim, and I want to keep those rims nice and dark and sharp. And I'm just going to take a little bit of water on a paper towel, and you can easily wipe away where you may have slipped. So you can see that I can get all my edges real super crisp so that my burn lines act as my outline. So you can see where it's got the paint on it. And all we have to do is wipe it with a little water, and you can even do it after it's dry. So if you notice it, you know, a week from now or late at the end of your class, you want to do cleanup at the end of the class, you can clean up whether it's wet or dry, because there's no plastics in it. in Unicorn Spit or the Vivations that act as like a clear coat. So they are not self-sealing, but you can seal them with non-toxic products that have no VOC, like my Spit Shine Wax. You can also spray them with any type of polyurethane if you have good ventilation. I prefer to just leave them unsealed because I am not somebody who takes my decor and puts it in the dishwasher. So there's that one. It's white. I'm gonna catch my little fingerprint there and there. I got a couple little fingerprints. I'm just using whatever's left over on my brush. There we go. And put that one to the side. And yes, I'm doing it straight on my counter because, well, it's granite and it's not self-sealing. So I can just use a little bit of water and clean up my mess. Pretty simple. So give it a little squirt. And ta-da, look at that. You don't even need acetone to clean up your mess. And you don't have to worry about ruining the protective finish that they put on here, like the sealer on granite. You won't ever have to mess that up. All right, now we're gonna work on the little beaded area, and we are going to be using probably what I use the most of. I use a lot of Midnight Blackness. It is my favorite. I love dark, I don't know, real rich colors, and this does it for me. So this is Midnight Blackness, and we're just going to, again, mist our wood. It's gonna act as our wood conditioner, opens the pores, allows the color to saturate in. So even if it gets scratched, the color is gonna still remain being there. I'm gonna take my brush, and I'm gonna save this one for my white, because why not? I have plenty of brushes. I can just rehydrate them. And I'm gonna go in and get my brush wet with a little water. So I have a little bit of water that I pre-treat all of my brushes with, because it works like a super duper potent and highly saturated and highly pigmented watercolor. But it has the ability to resist fading, unlike a lot of watercolors. There's a little extra in there. So you can see I'm just applying it straight to my brush, just a little bit, and you can see how saturated it is. It like climbs up my bristles. So we're just going to just do a little dot on each one of these. Just drag it on down. There's no need to do a second coat. You're gonna get a hard punch color that first time. And I love it. All right. Now remember, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm asking everyone to give a thumbs up, a like, a comment, a share, anything like that to this live, because I'm trying to beat the Facebook algorithms where they want me to spend $300 or $400 a month to actually reach my 90,000 followers, because right now they're only distributing it to 500 unless I pay. So the only way that I can beat that is for my audience to be interactive with me. So if you guys can give me a like on this thing or just make a little comment, I will be able to survive our business without raising our prices. Again, we haven't raised our prices since the beginning of 2020, and it's because we don't blow a bunch of money on ads. That's just not our deal. We don't blow a bunch of money on ads. Do you remember the no ads, what was it? The no ads sunbathing stuff that they had? It was like, you know, tanning lotions and things like that. I kind of work on that same concept. I'm a product of the 80s, and I just really believe in organic advertising, which is from my people. You can buy ads, you can pay partners, you can pay people to pretend they love your stuff. But what's really meaningful is just legit somebody loving you. And what's not to love whenever you've got a non-toxic product that covers like this to do some pretty cool stuff. I'm doing the inside of these lips too, because I noticed that the wood is kind of showing on the inside. Kind of hard to see, I believe. Ooh, I got that one really wet. Now you can dilute this a lot, you guys. As you can see, I haven't used hardly any spit at all. And we've got this super duper black coverage. I over diluted there a little bit. I probably used like 10 or 15 parts water on that one. We're gonna bring that down a notch. We're gonna richen it back up. And we're gonna do the inside of this lip as well. And the outside. I'm gonna do it all around. Just scrub our brush back and forth. Scrub your brush. That's what makes this stuff great to have on classes as well, because if you put it out on people's like paper plate and say it dries out on their paper plate, all they have to do is mist it with a little bit of water and that will rehydrate it and they can use it again. So you're like wasting nothing. And if it dries in your brushes, all you do is wet it and it turns back into unicorn spit. Hey there, Laura. Thank you, Rufus, for commenting. I appreciate it. We need lots of comments and everything like that. I appreciate you guys' comments. I'm going through now. Hi, Donna. Oh my gosh, I do have you guys here backing me up. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, there's Stevie. All right, you guys. Well, thank you. Again, I'm just asking everyone to give me a like on this live video, just so that I'm breaking the algorithms. Out of my 90,000 followers, I have a distribution of 500 because I don't have a budget for advertising because I haven't raised my prices since before 2020. And I just went the no ads route, and it's been what I've done all my life. I've never ran ads, but now Facebook is like super hard about sending your videos and your content to people who follow you unless you pay them. Even though they're people who already follow you, you have to pay. So the only way for me to reach out to those people is to get more interactions on my live videos. So if you guys are watching this, give a comment, give a hello, give a thumbs up, give me some type of interaction on this video and help me not appease the meta gods with giving them money in order to keep my business afloat. I just need my happy customers. That's all I need. And if you have any questions, I have my video right here and I can see it. Hey, Abe, hello. Thank you for sharing, you guys. Sharing is totally caring. That will attack those meta gods that are like, give us your money or your business won't survive. Well, I got news for you. I've got people that understand how it works. Most businesses won't tell you this stuff, and maybe that's why I'm so weird, but it's true. I keep my prices down and not keep them very high because I don't pay actors to carry my products. Only if they truly believe in them. I send them free product to get them started on their journey once they love it. I send gifts out to people, but I am not somebody who's going to pay for someone's testimony. I just like the honest and true stuff. Look at that. That is black as can be. Look at what it was like before. So we're just gonna let that dry. As you know, it dries really, really fast. But we're gonna set it to the side. My white ones are already pretty dry. I'm gonna keep this black brush and save it as my black brush. So all I'm gonna do is close my top, get my paper towel. I like to clean the tips, otherwise they get kind of crusty, even though they don't dry. Clean my tip. That's my dog, Stella. The Amazon man is here. Oh my gosh. Treat, come. Hold on, guys. Come on. Come on. It was the Amazon man. Come. Get up. Boom, boom. Come on. Stella. No. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to go put her up because she's hooting and hollering today. welcome to Real Life with Michelle Nicole. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I have a big pit bull, and that Amazon man is like her arch enemy. She hates him so much. He comes and she just wants to yell it so loud that he's here that she's loud enough that she could wake up the whole dang neighborhood. It's super annoying, but I'm sorry. Kind of feel embarrassed. All right, well, hopefully that didn't deter you. Okay. Here's what we're gonna work on next here. We're gonna do our little plaques. Now these go and set inside. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone real quick here, or my iPad. I had a color design set, and let me see. I'm gonna wash my fingers off so I don't accidentally get black. Let me get a little paper towel here. Wet wipes work great. You can use little sponges. You can do stuff like that. I just like to use, it does stain your fingers. Here we go. I like to use my little brushes, and I use the little cheapy brushes a lot. The ones that you can get on Amazon for makeup, like these fishtail ones. Because it just adds a little whimsy to it. But the ones that I really love are the Royal Langoliers. They're probably my favorite brushes, and I do have those on my website. Another favorite brush is the Dynasty. Love Dynasty brushes, but I don't have any really small ones. Oh, my Royal Langolier's got some clear coat in it, I think. It's all right. Let me pick out here. This one will work good. So I'm just going to pre-dilute my thing. I know, right, Paula? It's so annoying. It's so annoying to have a dog that yells and screams in the house. Whiskey will bark too, which is my little Jack Russell. I don't really know what he is. He's just a little mutt. He's cute as can be though. He barks, but he doesn't go as off the charts as Stella does. Stella is a big dog anyways. My little Frenchie, she barks and it kind of sounds cute. But Stella barks and it does not sound cute at all. Here we go.
Yo, Josh.
No, it's Mama.
Where's Josh? I need to talk to Josh.
He's downstairs. He's downstairs. Call him. He's in his room. Say hi to everybody on Facebook, Johnny.
Hello.
There you go. All right, go call your brother. I love you. Are you having fun today at the base?
What?
Are you at the gate today, or are you home?
I gotta go to work later tonight, but I woke up early today so I can get ready for work, but nobody's responding to, well, I had to go sign some paperwork, but the guys aren't responding, so I'm just gonna have to do it Monday.
Well, you'll be fine. You'll do good.
I'm trying to buy my ball tickets right now, but everybody's information at the shop right now, so I can't buy them.
Well, I'm sorry, babe. Hopefully you'll get it figured out.
I need to get $40 more from the ATM anyways.
Well, there you go. You'll do fine. Call your brother. I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. When your Marine son calls, you answer the phone no matter what. That's what I do. Okay, we're going to go in with Midnight Blackness again. This time I'm going to just do this entire background in Midnight Blackness. So I'm just going to mist it with some water to pre-dilute. Dip this brush in. I'm just going to make sure that this is all spread out good. There's a little dust in here from the burner, but that's normal. And we're just going to put about a pea size on there. Let's see how far that stretches. Yeah, I think that's going to be dark enough because I want to still see the wood grain. So I don't want it to be completely covered. I should have used I should have used my black brush. Gosh darn it. Now I got two black brushes. That's all right. This one's bigger. This one's going to work just fine. Bigger brush for a bigger area, I guess. So we're going to just get this all spread out on here. And just keep spreading that color out. There we go. And then I'm going to go the opposite direction as well. Reason why? I have no idea. I just felt like doing it. I just want to make sure that I have that pretty wood grain, and I want to make sure that it's balanced. And I still made it pretty darn strong, but I like how it is. It's like a semi-transparent at this point. So you can see how dark that is. And that was just with that little itty bitty pea size. If you wanted to completely block it out, you could add more, but I am perfectly happy with just this. I like that you can see the wood grain. It just gives it a more organic boho feel and makes it look less plastic. Because let's admit it, we don't want plastic. And my products have no microplastics in them. So you're not going to get a plastic feel at all. And the best way to show that is to show that you're working with a real organic compound like wood, because it is expensive. I never understood why people like to make it look like plastic. I'm not a big fan. I love to stain. Even my kitchen cabinets, I wanted blue cabinets, but guess what? I stained them blue. Just to keep it all perfect. Okay, so we got this part black, and then I'm gonna swipe. We're back. All right, now we're gonna go with white again. And we're gonna do just the frame of this white and the little banner white. So I have a white brush. Here it is. And I'm gonna just, again, I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of water just to hydrate my brush up. You can see how highly pigmented that is. That white just struck out of it. I'm gonna put a little bit right on my brush. Now, if you're holding a class, you would just have like a little dollop of daisy on a paper plate for them, a styrofoam plate preferably, so it doesn't absorb into it. All right, ready? So we're just going to stretch this out and get this whole little thing done. Again, if you're just tuning in, give me a comment, give me a like, give me a share, whatever you have in order to help promote my business and help my business succeed, because I am refusing to pay the Facebook meta gods. I have 90,000 followers. However, they're only distributing it to about 500 because I am not buying into their boost post thing to reach my current following. So I just refuse, and I'm like NOAD tanning lotion. I don't want anything to do with it. They succeeded with no ads. Why can't I? Right? All right, we're gonna come around. So I got some black on my finger, so I need to be very conscious of that and just try my hardest not to get that black in, because it will transfer. But paint will do it too, so pretty sure anything will. And I'm going for the semi-translucent look, semi-transparent. Not really the solid. Well, I could do solid. I could make it more solid here because there's not much wood grain to see, because it is such a small area. You're not really going to see the fine detail of the wood grain. But on that big piece, I did really want to show off that it's made out of real wood and not some plastic junk, because it just makes sense to show off that you're not making things out of plastic. We can order from Temu if we want to make things look like they're made out of plastic, right? All right, let's see here. There we go. All right, now we're going to do our little flags. Now our little flags are going to be super cute. And I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to do red, red, or yellow, yellow. So this color is called Molly Red Pepper. Everybody loves it. Again, it comes in lots of different sizes. You can buy these little packs here that are like 2-ounce packs. We got 4-ounce bottles. And then of course we've got the big Whamma Jammas with the 8-ounce bottles. So Unicorn Spit comes in a lot of different sizes so that you can try them all. And always buy the biggest of the ones that you like the most is what I say. So I'm just gonna add just a little tiny bit because we don't have very far to go. And this could be another reason why we don't sell a lot, is because a little bit really goes a really long way. There you go. Hey, Shauna, thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. That's what we're begging for today. We're literally begging for likes, shares, comments, because my distribution from 90,000 people has been knocked down to only distributing to 500. 500 of my followers is all they're distributing my videos to out of 90,000, and unless I pay several $1,000s for an ad campaign. And I just think that it's ridiculous that you're paying them to reach people who have already chosen to follow you. It's not to get new people. It's just crazy to me. Something's broken in the system, and then whatever. I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in. We shall grow organically like we did since the beginning. Since my spaghetti pot days. That's all we're gonna do. So you can see it doesn't take hardly anything to get this done. So whenever I say that when you buy a bottle, it's pretty much gonna last you for a whole year, it's because that's how strong it works. It's freaking ridiculously strong. Ridiculously strong. All right, so now we're gonna go with our yellow. So I'm gonna put this brush by my red so that I remember that I have a red brush, because we're gonna be doing a lot of yellow, red. It's gonna be beautiful. And then I'm gonna bring in a bonus color that you guys haven't seen very much. So I think you should really like it. All right, now these little guys are gonna be yellow. Let me think. You sent 50 stars. Paula, thank you. I think that it's super awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was really nice of you. Thank you so much for sending me some stars. That made me feel great. That made me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now we're gonna go with yellow, which is Lemon Kiss. So fun fact, Jamie, my youngest boy, named Lemon Kiss because it's a cute name, I think. All right, I'm gonna clean the tip off. Remember how I said that you should clean your tips off? And it's because the tips, they don't clog, but they get kind of crusty on the top, and you don't want those little chunks in your coloring. So it's best to just clean them off when you're done using it. But if you're lazy like me, or the kids come calling and you need to run, then that's that. All right, again, I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna pre-dilute. This will be my yellow brush, and I'm just going to squeeze out just a little bit of pigment. Here we go. Oh, this bottle's almost out. I might have to add some water to it. Here we go. Are you gonna open up for me? Come on, big boy. There. She's being stubborn. I think I must have left the lid open on this one. I'll have to dip it in some water and let it soak and it'll come out. But I can use that. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna need anyways from that. And we're just going to get our yellow on. And yeah, Laura, I see you there. Facebook is weird. It's just turned into such a crazy machine where it completely owns you. You know, I started my business as one of the original people who were able to go live on Facebook. Like I got a special invitation for it. And I would go live on Home Talk. If you guys remember that page, it's called Home Talk. They have a website. And I used to be one of their creators, and Facebook made a deal with me that I could be one of the first people to be able to go live. And I used to do creativity for them. And But over the years, they've completely turned their back on organic growth and have moved 100% into, you know, paid. You have to pay to play here. It's super crazy. Activate a star party. What is the star? Activate a star party. I don't know what that means, but okay, let's activate a star party. Oh my God, I got 100. Thank you. That was really nice of you. Make sure that you comment, make sure you share. Those are the things that are really going to help my little business. Again, I'm refusing to pay the thousands of dollars that Meta's requesting in order to deliver my videos and my live to my 90,000 followers. They're only distributing it to 500. So the only way to really combat that is to have people be interactive whenever I do go live. So my fate lies in my consumers' hands, not in the Meta money-making complex. I refuse. That's why I also don't have any paid actors that are using my product. So everything that you see are from organic makers, people who just love my product and sing its praises. And that's just worth $1 million to me. And that's also people I gained oops, look, I got a little white on my red. That's who I gained my new ideas for my new colors from, is a lot of my makers. So I know Laura, not Laura EJ, but the other Laura with LDJ Designs, she wants a neon line. So I've been kind of working on it. I did make a neon green that you can find now, which I think is super cool. I really like my neon green. And it's called Roswell. I want to make a neon line and name it after conspiracy theories. I want Roswell. I want to make one called Project Bluebeam. Of course, you can imagine that's going to be blue. Little Green Men. Oh, well, we got Little Green Men. But there's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories out there. So I just want to kind of really like invest in that, because why not? That's so goofy. Okay, I got my yellow and my white brush. I'm going to set them to the side so I can remember them. And then I'm going to look at my picture again, because this is game day vibes. And then I got a little football yet to do. So let me look. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for tuning in. Can you hashtag followers? I don't know if I can hashtag followers. Maybe that would help me. However, I know a lot of people turned off tagging for followers. And we're going to do the vibes yellow. All right, ready? Since my vibes is, my yellow's already done, I'm just going to go ahead and just take this opportunity to use what's left over. And we're just going to kind of stamp the color on. There we go. And you can see it's really vibrant. It's almost neon. It's such a strong yellow. It is not a farting around color. It is pigmented, very strong, and there's no need to do multiple coats. Whoop. It is a strong little color. Doesn't take much, just what's ever left over on my brush. That was it. I would be totally lost without your US and vibrations for antiquing on my ceramics. I know, I have seen your ceramics and they are really beautiful, Rufus. I actually made a little picture the other day and used one of your little baby that you did. You did like a little baby that's dressed like a kitty cat on top of, there's a little piece of wood that didn't break off in here. There you go, I broke it off. A little kitty cat on top of a pumpkin. And I shared that on the Unicorn SPiT page just to show it off. I tried tagging you, but it wouldn't allow me to. But I figured I would see you anyways and tell you it turned out adorable. It is super cool. Conspiracy ones. How about a sparkly one with rainbow type holographic? I like that. We had the holographic ones whenever I did the Gracie hummingbird. That would be really neat. But we want to do a line that is neons. So we got to start thinking of neon or conspiracy names that we could allocate along with a neon color. So blue would be Project Bluebeam. Green neon is Roswell. I should have named it Little Green Men, but I'm from New Mexico, so Roswell holds a special spot in my heart. But I think that we have like a lot of different little things that we could have that would be different. Oh, let me wet my brush a little bit. I gotta dip it in the water just a ton, just a tad. All right, here we go. Here we go. Why can't I see his message or write anything? Whose message? I don't know who you're talking about, Shauna. All right, so I got just a tiny bit on my brush and I'm just gonna tap it because I don't want the red to go over to the other side. Let me see if I can zoom in for you so you can see it real good. I don't want the red to go onto the black. So I'm kind of just using the side of my brush to do that. A lot of people like to use a sponge for this, and you can, but I just find that it's easier to clean and reuse a brush than it is a sponge. But if you're doing a class, a sponge would be great because you could just, wad up and throw away pretty easy. But you also absorb a lot into a sponge where a brush makes the unicorn stretch really, really far. My one friend, she makes herself little spit pots and it was ridiculous. It was crazy. And so she pre-dilutes all of hers and uses a sponge. She's super smart. She's like, these are my little pots of spit. And I think they're just so cute. I can't remember her name. I'm so terrible. Here we go. So you can see how vibrantly red that is. It's because they're just super pigment. I mean, this is a super duper pigment, you guys. Like an acrylic paint can't touch this. It would take you multiple coats to get this strong, especially with how fast it dries. This will be dry within minutes as opposed to, hours. There's a little piece there where it seems like the veneer had a little glue on it, and I'm just gonna double up on that spot because there you go. A little bit of glue there too. So if the veneer has a little glue on it on the plywood cutouts, you're just gonna pack it on top because it's not gonna absorb in. Cool, purple could be a project space. Project space, like a neon purple. I love that. I love that. Hey, Amir Green, give us a like and a comment. That way you can be part of our team of, we're kind of protesting paying Facebook for, to have my stuff delivered to my current followers. It's crazy. All right, let me look at my, so I just got my white brush again. I'm gonna just probably just use whatever I got left over. And here we go. We're just using whatever I got left over on my brush. Tap it in. Hold on here. I gotta have something hold it down. All right, so I'm gonna hold it down with this. Turn, hold it, These are wanting to plop all over the places. You see how tiny this piece is that I'm doing here? These are microscopic. That laser cutter that lady has is ridiculous. I mean, this is ridiculous detail here. Here we go. It's so hard to paint something so tiny without it moving. Maybe I need a pair of tweezers when I do the class. Okay, I got this one done. Now, I think that Paula, if you guys ever go on YouTube and you see the one that says the Art Chick, And she does like the show Shuggy Bon. She does all types of different YouTube videos using unicorn spit. You should definitely look at her videos. She makes very detailed videos where she gives you just a ton. Agent Orange. Donna, yes. I love Agent Orange. Oh my gosh. That's a perfect color for orange. But was it really a conspiracy theory? Because I think that my ex-husband's uncle got the cancer from the Agent Orange. Isn't Agent Orange something that they used at like the Vietnam War or something? Pretty sure. But Agent Orange does sound pretty good. All right, now this, I'm going to do the football. Now we do have a brown color that I really, 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 really like. Now remember, the white that I'm using is Celine. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's a stronger whitening. Everybody was asking for a white that wouldn't go translucent when you seal it, and I came up with this one. It's really, really strong. Just gonna warn you, it is some potent stuff. Now I'm coming in with the color. This is my metallic. This is Hephaestus. And it's a very dark chocolate brown, super concentrated, no microplastics in it. And we're going to do the little football with it. Again, I'm going to just dip my brush in my water. Oh, look at this brush had a little bit of, oh no, that was just left over. All right, we're going to get a little water in our brush because that's how we're pre-diluting rather than having to pour a bunch out. And then I just squeeze it. Oh gosh, have I not opened this bottle yet? Oh, I still have the seal on this one. That's okay. That's about all I'm gonna need is from the seal anyway for this. But you can see this bronze is a beautiful brown that has a copper shimmer. So it's gonna look really pretty. You won't really see the shimmer until it dries. But it's beautiful, a very underrated color. This is Hephaestus, and it's really super duper duper strong. And it's a nice dark rich brown, super concentrated. It's different than the Hephaestus that is in the unicorn spit line. The one in the unicorn spit line's like a very light chestnut, where this one's a walnut, a very dark walnut with a copper shimmer. So as it dries, hold on. I'm going to see if I can turn on my flash so you can see the shimmer of it. You ready? Yeah. Oh no, it'll only do the flash if I do it behind. Oh, there she is. Wood Bits and Pieces. That's the girl I was telling you. She makes Solient Green. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be a good one. Wood Bits and Pieces. She makes spit pots. She pre-dilutes, and they turn out so cool. So I love them. You just used this Hephaestus on a pumpkin. Yeah, hi there. Oh my God, say your name for me because I'm always thinking Wood Bits and Pieces. Men in Black. Oh my God. Yeah, but how do you make a neon black? Or maybe we should call that the purple. Because there's neon purple, there's neon green, there's neon blue, there's neon pink, there's neon orange, there's neon yellow. I don't know. Oh, hey, Joanne, I'm so glad you're in here. It was Melody Turner at the little shop down the street from my house. She gave everybody like a little coupon at the extravaganza to come down. She's got the Small Hinge is the name of her little store. The Small Hinge. Okay, we got this one done. I'm going to try to show you guys the shimmer on this. Can you see how metallic-y that is? It's got like a beautiful shimmer on it, and it's drying really, really fast. Hephaestus is so great. It's beautiful, right? Jen, thank you. God, it drives me bananas. Yeah, I do. I've already made Roswell, but Hephaestus is one of my very favorite colors. Look at that. It's so underrated, but right now with the boho thing, why not have boho with a little pizzazz? Because this really, like, why not? Why not have a little bit of shimmer to your boho? I mean, this isn't 1980s where everything needs to be flat and it covered with high gloss to try to make it look shiny. We can do things matte and give them an internal warmth of a shine using these. So At least that's my idea. Nobody else has it. I'm going to take it. All right, so here's our piece that we did with the Midnight Blackness. Over the top of that, we'll glue it down, is our little flags. Here's our game day. I think it goes like that. Game day vibes. And then our little football. And that goes there. Now, of course, you can go to any of your local wood cutout people. So like Lisa is one of my other, Lisa Bearfield. You'll see her. She's probably in our chat. She can make you any football team you want. I'm pretty sure she can. So it just looks really cool. But that one turned out pretty cute. Now that I have to glue that all together. And I'm not going to do the thing here. Neon blue. I think that we need to make a neon line, especially for Halloween. Because I love neons. I love them. Okay, so there's our game day vibes. This one's all complete. And I like that we have that little tiny pop of shimmer here with the Hephaestus on the ball. I think it just looks super duper cute. And you guys are seeing things in the mirror form because we're live. And hopefully you guys are getting a nice, clean, crisp video. We got new internet in order to help my business survive and do content for you guys. Hope you love that one. All right, let's move over to our next one. And that is going to be, this one's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie, because I have to figure out how to do plaid. And I'm thinking of doing yellow, red, white plaid, but is the yellow going to hit the white or is the yellow going to hit the red and turn orange? I have to really take this into consideration. We'll save this as the very end. Yeah, Sue Griggs has a machine. I didn't know Sue Griggs had a machine. No, she makes really cool jewelry. She made this little necklace once that was a squirrel. A squirrel that was like doing its like hero thing. I've always had that in my mind. I love that thing. All right, here goes our KC. All right, guys, make sure you keep the comments coming. Give it a thumbs up. Give me a share to maybe your favorite woodworking groups. Whatever you can to help my business beat the meta friggin' algorithm where they want me to spend thousands of dollars on advertising to reach the people who are already following me. Again, out of 90,000 followers, they're only distributing my content to 500 unless I start paying them. So the only way that I can beat that is to just have organic following. So that's what I'm coming to y'all for. Oh, look at this slide. Holy mackerel. Did you guys see that? How am I going to do this? Look at this. This is crazy. Do you see this? This is crazy. Hold on. Let me get a paper towel so you guys can see this. This is crazy. How in the hell is her laser cutting this? Look at this, you guys. And I thought she was using like a little paint pen whenever she was showing me her example ones. They're not. What the frick? This is something I can't even get my mind around. Oh, that doesn't look good. And then here's the inside. All right, I got to make sure that I got these lined up right. So it's big, medium, small, and then the center. We're going to do, oh my God. This is going to be so neat looking because it's going to look like great detail. Wowzers. Okay, and then I got the C as well to do. So we're going to pop the center of the C out. Here, let me just get you back. This is some crazy. Look, I mean, can you see how tight knit these are? And then watch. Like you literally have to blow on it. And they all come out in different, oh my gosh, this is some insanity. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this is in existence. I mean, just how fine can this laser get? This is some crazy. Uh-oh, this one might not be cut all the way at the very end. I'm gonna try to take it out without, it's got a little, there, I made it without breaking it. Ta-da! Okay, so there's our C, the C that goes inside that C, the C that goes inside that C, and the C that goes inside that C. Oh my gosh. So I might be able to do like, from the extravaganza, she was the wood cutting gal. It's Lisa. Lisa's the wood cutting gal that made the wood cutouts for our extravaganza. Melody Turner is the laser wood cutout gal who lives in Bonner Springs that gave everybody the coupon. And Bonner Springs is right up the road from me. So they both have laser wood cutout businesses. And then I have my Michelle Clusterfunk, who's my girlfriend in Arizona, who's also a laser wood cutout friend. So I have lots of people to recommend if you want to support local. I've got people at least in regions that I can recommend you to get your laser cutouts sent to you. I just really love to promote everybody. And I've got a whole list of laser cutout people that I just love. And they're always, I guess it's just creative gals like that I just really love. They're like Gidget. Do you remember Gidget? I loved it. Hey, Colleen, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Please leave me a comment and a like or a follow or a share or anything like that. And I love you because I'm trying to beat the Facebook algorithm. Look, I've got 90,000 followers and they're only distributing it right now to 10 people. I have 4 viewers. That because I didn't pay for this to be broadcasted. They wanted me to give $50 to go to 2,900 of my current following. So if you guys can share this live to any of your groups, that'll help me break the cycle. Your comments, your likes, your shares, all of that is going to help me grow organically. And I just need to get back into the swing of things on that. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go look at the pattern they have. We're going to do white, white, yellow, yellow, right? Oh, all right. I got it. Okay, so this one's going to be red. This one's going to be red. It's white, red, white, yellow. Oh my gosh. I better mark them all. Yellow. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget my design here. White, red, white, yellow. White, red, white, yellow. Okay, that's what we're going for. Oh my gosh. From the yes, she was, all right, I saw that. Oh, it was Laura sent me 50. Oh my gosh, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. You sent me stars. Can someone please share this to the Unicorn SPiT page, and then one of my admins that are watching, hopefully they can approve it for me. I wonder if I can approve it. I don't know. I might be able to do it on my Facebook, on my iPad. Let me see here. The thing probably has me signed out. You know how that thing works. Oh, who knows what my password is? There we go. Use Touch ID. That's how old my password is. Or my iPad. I have like the oldest iPad ever. I love it. Okay, I'm in here. See, like I'm under my own personal name and my live video doesn't even come up to me. That's pretty ridiculous. There I am. One new. I gotta go into my page. And we're going to share to my groups. And we're gonna go to the Vibrational SPiT artists. We're gonna go to the extravaganza, why not? The California chapter. If I just put unicorn in here, it should pull up all of my, there we go. And then I think it should automatically approve because I am an admin of all of those. So take a look and see. I mean, I sent it. Did you find it? Did I find what? A star? I did get the stars, if that's what you're talking about. I just tried. You just tried to share? Okay, thank you. Sharing is the only way for me to break this cycle. And I'm going to break it. Organic is worth more than paying for in the long run. Maybe there's going to come a time that my business might shut down because I'm so head hard against it, but I don't care. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. All right, here we go. Again, I'm just getting just the most trivial amount on my brush. I'm just soaking my brush down. I already made it wet, and we're just going to tap the top. Look how vibrant red that is. And it is strikingly red. I love Molly red pepper. It is just such a beautiful color. Super pretty. Super duper pretty. There we go. My mom's hair is red. That's why I named the red one, the red sparkling is Dolly Firebird. I named it after my mom because I love my mom. As you guys all know, I love my mama. There we go. There we go. I love it. Okay, and then we're going to do the K here in red. Oh, my brush got really dry. Hold on, I'm going to just jam it in the bottle again. All I have to do is get a little bit on the tip, and that color will just absorb into the rest of the brush because it is a strong dye. Super strong. Wood Bits and Pieces also make stuff. I don't know exactly where Jen is located, but if she's in your town, I would suggest ordering from her if she's in your region. If you wanted to get something custom, she can design stuff. Lisa Rourke. She is located in Wisconsin, so she's up north. Michelle Clusterfunk. She's located in the Southwest. She's down in, oh my God, Mesa, no. Oh gosh, Vista. Oh my gosh, what is that town called? It's like 2 hours south of Tucson. Sierra Vista, she's in Arizona. All right, now we're gonna do the white. So I got my big brush, of course, that we're doing with the white, and I'm just going to dip it in just a little bit of water. All right, and we're gonna use the white stain on here. Again, this is a stain. There's no plastics in it. It's super duper concentrated. So like if you're doing red, white, and blue stuff and you don't want it to go translucent and you still want to see the wood grain, this is the white stain to use. It's super pigmented. All right, so this is going to be white. We're just going to tap it with our big brush. Oh my goodness. This is such an itty bitty surface to do. Hold on here. Let me get this on here real good. I got to just kind of just tap it on. Nice and bright white. Now my brush has already been diluted. I hit it with a little bit of water, so it's absorbing right into that. There we go. All right, we got white there. We're going to put white on this K. And as you see, I'm just using the side of my brush and just scraping it across there. Not hard, not to the point where you're going to like squeeze product out and cause a drip, but just kind of dragging it across. And I'm just using whatever's left over on the tip of this because there's not, it just takes such a minimal amount to get what you're looking for on this. But I am getting some of the brown off the burn. The burn's coming up in my brush. So I'm going to just kind of dab this on my granite countertop to get a nice even flow. And then we're just gonna go a little bit stronger with it because the brown from the burn is coming up. So I probably should have dusted these first, and these really sharp cuts definitely are holding a lot of color to them. There we go. All right, I'm gonna make myself like a little pea size over here because I gotta do this K as well and that C. So here we go. Hey Jay, thanks for tuning in. Hi Joanne. If you guys wouldn't mind giving my live a thumbs up. And Susan, you too. You're in Wisconsin? Oh my gosh, but you ship all over the lower US. All right, well, these are my wood people, you guys. So if she's near you, you guys totally no, you know where Laura is or Lisa is? She's in Ohio. So you're in Wisconsin. See, I got my things mixed up, but I remembered in the long run. So at least I got that going for me. All right, so here goes the stain. So like, follow, comment on the group, comment on here. I'm trying to beat the Facebook algorithm where of my 90,000 people, they're only distributing my content to less than 500 people. And they're trying to make me start paying thousands of dollars to reach my audience. And so the only way that I can combat that is through organic growth. And the only way to get organic growth is to get interactions on my content. And that's why we're live here today. So I'm showing you some of the stuff that I like, that I'm going to be doing at a class I have coming up next month. Here local in Kansas City, we're going to have a class at the community center. So the community center reached out, asked me to do a class. I said, okay, let's do it. Mary Claire's got me in it. And I also, helped instruct the infant aquatics out there. So it's all full circle stuff. All right, now this part's gonna be yellow. So I'm gonna grab my yellow brush, and the stuff in it's like not dried out yet, but I am gonna get a little extra. Let me get a little extra yellow. I'm just gonna get it from the inside of my cap. I'm gonna get my brush wet with a little bit of water, and then I'm just gonna pre-dilute and just scrub my brush into what's in there. And we're just gonna do our K. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it is so, oh, sorry, I was off the video. Sorry. I need a little bit more water. I want it to be super diluted so that we get a nice punch of color. Here we go. Do you hear my French bulldog snoring on the couch over there? So funny sounding. All right, there's our K. Let's flip that up. And then get a little bit more water in here because I'm using the dried up stuff that's on the inside of my cap. All I have to do is reconstitute it with a little water. You don't waste anything. Bring a big box of SPiT to sell on the spot at the class. Oh, and my book. Well, shoot, that's a good idea. I guess I should bring my book and some SPiT for them to take home, huh? That would be a great idea. Or I could always just give them like a free shipping thing if they sell or if they buy over 50 or something at the class. But I do have some here. I just never keep enough on hand that I could ever like sell it. I send all of my product to my brother who's making it. And he does all the shipping for me. So look at these little burnt spots there. So this is where I'm going to be using it a little bit stronger. And I'm going to go over those spots that are burnt, that are really showing dark. And we're just going to kind of plop it on there thick because that wood is burnt on the exterior and we want that to be nice and vibrant. There we go. Do. It might be a little glue on there. Okay, so we got our K and our C. What's that? Oh, that's like a little fur ball. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that little fur ball off. Yeah, I got it. I got that little fur ball off. It's like, you know how like if the wood frays a little bit, that little bit had a little fray on it. So I'm just gonna smooth this out. We gotta do this one a little thicker because there was a lot of like burn on this one for some reason. There we go, Casey. All right, I'm pulling that for a second. Tyler, you're home so early.
I got off at like 12.
What did you go do?
I went and got my Halloween costume.
What did you pick?
I'm going to be a rabbi.
A rabbi, I love it.
And then Linda's going to cop a rabbi costume.
He's gonna be a rabbi too?
Well, he's going to be one on Halloween.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Stevie and Tyler are dressing as, she's a nun and he's a priest. I think it's so funny.
Oh, there's a lot of those costumes. There's like Jesus, you can be a shepherd.
There's a Jesus costume?
Jesus, you can be a shepherd, you can be a sexy priest.
Oh my God, a sexy priest? That's blasphemy. I'm live on my video, so don't say anything too extraordinary. My newest son is home from work. He's a trim guy for the $1 million houses. Janie, thank you for sending me stars. 200 stars. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, you guys. That makes me feel so good. I appreciate you sending stars. Ah.
I heard Stella was barking at the mailman.
Did you watch my video? Stella was barking at the mailman so hard that I ended up having to lock her in your room because she interrupted my whole video and I had to go chase her. She was not stopping. She was just being too wild.
She was throwing a fit last night.
Well, she was throwing a fit today. Well, about the storm.
Yeah, she kept like trying to get all close to me and I kept pushing her away because she was like laying on top of me.
Oh my gosh.
I'd push her away and she'd grab.
Well, it's because she's scared of the storm. She hates the rain.
I'd give her a little scooch and she was just...
She's just a baby.
Yeah, she is.
She's just a baby. I'm gonna do this little, I'm gonna do this really white because it's got a lot of burn on it.
This is my holster.
You got your holster?
Yeah.
Did you order a cool one from, oh my gosh, let me show it to everybody. Look at that holster. What's the company who makes these? Dawn gets it too. Dawn, that's where my husband gets his holsters.
This is a different brand. This is called Nerd.
Nerd? Yeah, that's cool looking. Dawn got one that's donuts and unicorns.
I wanted to get that one, but I didn't want to copy Dawn.
Well, you can copy Dawn. He would be flattered.
I like this one. The Latinos will love the Day of the Dead.
The Latina girls that you love are going to love that one too. I completely agree. It looks beautiful, especially with my beautiful belt. All right, so we got this one done and it's gonna go on a background too. So we gotta do the little background. So I'm gonna take these and move these carefully away. I'm afraid I'm gonna break them, they're so thin. Okay, your book and free shipping code. I have a box of unopened SPiT. Really? Well, maybe I should get like some of those starter packs. You know, the ones that have like all the different colors of this in them, the little 2-ounce ones, and you can get like a collection of 4. These would be great for me to have at classes because everybody can just have a little bit and just get people familiar with the product. I really love these a lot. I wish they were at more retail stores. Maybe I'll start carrying these on my website. I think that would be wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let me see what color background is gonna be. I'm gonna attempt to do red, and yellow in the middle. So I'm actually going to use a fresh brush for this. And I'm going to do the yellow first. And I'm going to try to eyeball it. I should use tape.
Can you see it?
Let me see. No, that's pretty well concealed. I like that. Hey, will you do me a favor and I'll love you for 500 years? Will you bring me some painter's tape?
Where's it at?
So you know where the printer is inside the cabinet? And there's those little plastic drawers. There's blue, green painter's tape in there. It's on one of those upper shelves above. I'm not going to risk it. I think I'm just going to use some paint or some, a piece of tape to go across here. And that way I get really sharp lines because I am paranoid. I think I just need to do it right the first time, right? So that's what I'm going to go with. That's what I'm going to go with. I think it's going to be wonderful. But this one turned out super duper cute. Look at this one. I love this one so much. And those colors are really vibrant against that white or against that black. That looks so cool. And, you know, maybe that's why we don't sell a whole lot of unicorn spit is because it took, I think I've went through probably a pea size on all the different things that we've done so far. And look how saturated and deep that color is. No brush strokes, just saturated. And I really love the sparkle one, the little sparkly brown, the Hephaestus. That just gives it a little extra punch of color that I think is really cool. I can't wait to see this one all put together though. These little thin guys were really exciting to do. And the punch of color on these is really strong too. Oh, look, I got a little white on there. Here, let me get a little red. The leftover on my brush should cover that. See where I got a little white on there? Let's cover that up. There, that was easy. The saturation is outstanding. However, you buy it and it's over. You buy it once and it's like they last forever and ever and ever. Hey, Joanne, I'm glad to have you back. Hi, Jody. Hey there, Nil. I'm asking everyone to give my live a thumbs up, even if you're here just to browse or to see what the heck I'm doing. I would really appreciate a thumbs up. I'm trying to beat the algorithm. Facebook, I have 90,000 followers, a little bit above that, and Facebook's only delivering my content to less than 500 people of my followers unless I pay them. And I just think that I'm protesting against that. And I'm going to go live doing things like this in order to try to compete with it because they say that you can grow organically as long as people are interacting with your videos. And so I'm asking everybody just to give the thing a thumbs up, a comment, as much as you possibly can in order to get it, keep it going.
I got 4.
Woo, you did. You got me an array of all types of different ones. All right, these are all the types. I'm going to go with the blue.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that is going to be so funny. I cannot wait to see you in that.
Probably going to get in a fight as a rabbi.
You better not get in a fight.
Nobody can fight me if I'm a rabbi.
Nobody can fight you if you're a rabbi. That is absolutely right.
And Lynn's going to be a firefighter, so it'd be disrespecting a lot of people.
It would be. All right, so we're going to do, I'm going to try to get this level. Good luck, right? There's one. I'm going to do, oh, I don't think that's level. There we go. That is. I'm just going to tape it to the wall or to my floor here. All right, so we're going to do yellow in this middle area here. So I'm going to do red and red. So then I'm going to use the Molly red pepper on those 2 spots. I'm going to condition my wood first with a little bit of water because that opens your grain. And then I'm going to wet my brush so that it's pre-diluted. And then I'm going to just get that. You can see how pigmented that stuff is. It is really pigmented. So I'm going to get a little bit on my brush. And we're going to just start. We're going to get the wettest, farthest away from. We're going to let that soak in. There we go. Then we're going to come over here. I can see where my tape bubbled up a little bit. I'm just going to be real careful with that. We're going to try not to have any bleeds, even with it being as diluted as I got it here, because I mean, I really diluted the heck out of it. So again, I'm having a class at the Merriam Community Center next month, and I'm super excited about it. And we're going to be doing this little Chiefs thing. And then every month, I'm going to do another class where you can get different themes for the month to put in your little holder. So we're starting this here. I'll show you the whole 9 yards when we're all done. Okay. Now I'm just going real careful like here because I don't want to bleed. Because remember my tape was lifting over here, but I already sprayed it with a little water. So I'm just going to have to be real ginger in my brush strokes here because I don't want it to bleed under. So I'm going to pull away from the tape. And that makes it so that if you go forward, you run the risk of getting one of your brush bristles under the paint there. So I'm going to go this way on here because it is lifting. And I'm not going to dilute as much because if you dilute, I mean, it just makes it more of a dye. So I'm just going to barely hit the tip of my brush into the water and dilute just a very itty bitty amount, just enough to make it a dye, but not a runny dye. But there's our beautiful all American red, Chiefs red, whatever you want to call it. Look at that. So beautiful. All right. Now you can pull the tape before or after it's dry. You don't have to wait until it is dry to pill because there's no plastics in it, so it doesn't pill your paint. Get a nice crisp line, super easy. All right, now we're gonna do the center yellow. So I'm just gonna use a fresh brush. I'm gonna suck up just a little bit of water into my brush because I don't want it to bleed again. And I'm gonna make it easy on myself. And it dried out inside my thing because I left my lid open. So instead of throwing it away, I'm just gonna I've been just reconstituting this with a little water because there's no plastic, so it doesn't harden. Also saves your brushes. And I'm just using what's left. See how I reconstituted that hard stuff and turned it back into dye. But it's gonna be kind of strong, so we're just gonna very carefully here. I'm gonna get my edge of my brush and just cut this in real careful, like. Just like that. It needs a little bit more water. I mean, I'm telling you, reconstituting and not wasting anything is super cool. All right, hey Cora, hi Robert. Hey guys, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on my video, it helps my business by giving some interaction on my videos. And that way I don't have to pay Facebook thousands of dollars to reach my own people who have already followed my page. I'm in a protest currently against this organic, supposedly Facebook's organic, and it's just not anymore. Now they want you to boost your post, or they won't even deliver your stuff to even 1% of your following. It's pretty sad. All right, so here I come. I'm gonna cut this in real careful. Just like you're cutting trim in the house, you just use the very edge of your brush and do ones as far of a bead as you can. So there's our red and yellow. I love that. I love that. I think it's beautiful. I can't believe I did it. I thought I was going to screw it up and I didn't. Give it a little blow. All right. I'm going to do a second. There we go. I missed a spot on my little arrowhead. All right. So this goes like, oh, how does this go? You got a K and a C, and then this goes inside this one, and this one goes inside this one, right? Oh my gosh. Hold on. There we go. Got it in. I got it in there. And then this one goes inside here. And then this one goes inside here. No, 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 no. We're not having that. You go in Tyler's room or something. Go on. I'm not having you. There you go. Sorry, Stella wants to bark. If I let Stella out, she barks nonstop. And I'm not playing that game today. I'm over it. I see you there, kitty cat. Yes. Your little bark is okay. It's Stella's big giant pit bull bark that drives everybody bananas on the lives. There, that went in. Look at that. And then here goes our K. Oh, come on. Get in there. Do I have it? There it goes. There it goes. Went in. And then here's the little one that goes over here. Here we go. Oh, there we go. And then it comes with a little arrowhead. How cute is that, right? So now we've made this one here. And this one's got a little bit of bling on it, if you can see. It's the football is with my Hephaestus, which is a metallic walnut color. I think it's so beautiful. It's a bronze. Isn't it pretty? So we've done these two so far. Those are super duper cute. Super cute. I love it. All right. So we're going to move on to the next one. Those are super cute, right? I love them. Let me go ahead and put those to the side. And we're going to, of course, super glue those all down. And then they'll go into our little holder we have. And now we only have a little bit, one more to go. And that's it. I'm going to take a second to wash my fingers so that I have nice clean fingers for our next project. The good news is it just washes right off. There's no plastics in it, so it's not going to peel you. It's also non-allergenic. Like, I don't have anybody who's allergic to unicorn spit. There's no microplastics in it. It's wonderful. And it comes in the concentrate, so you only use a very tiny bit, which sometimes burns me, but whatever. People buy a bottle and then they don't buy a bottle for a very, very, very long time because it just lasts way too long. I should have made it. I should have developed it to be less potent so that people needed to buy more, but whatever. People get their money's worth. All right, so here we go. Here's our next piece here. This is the one that I've been kind of like finicky about doing because we're going to attempt to do plaid. And plaid is kind of hard for me to do. I'm not going to lie. All right. So we're going to start with our, oh, look at that, came apart. It comes into all these different pieces here. We got the arrowhead cover, the center arrowhead, the city, and the Kansas. So we've got all those parts, and then we have the background. So I'm gonna put the background to the side. Let me look at my inspiration picture. Hey everybody, whenever you're tuning in, can you please give it a thumbs up and a comment? I'm trying to keep my page active without having to pay Facebook thousands upon thousands of dollars. Of my 90,000 followers, they're only sending my content out to under 500. That's less than 10% of my following actually sees my content unless I pay. So I'm trying to break that algorithm by getting some organic so that if you see this, all I need your help with in order not to pay Meta tons of money is for you guys just to give it a thumbs up. You don't need to send stars. That'd be great. But you don't need to send stars, just a thumbs up, a comment, a share, anything like that's going to help me promote my business and keep things going. So if you guys can do that for me, I'll love you forever. That goes out to you, Christine, and to you, Michelle, and Jennifer. Give me a thumbs up on this if you're watching, and also give me a comment if you can. That would just be supersizing a gift to me. But I could really use and appreciate your interactions on my content, because Facebook, again, is only delivering my content out to less than 500 of my followers. Of my 90,000 followers, they're sending it out to less than 500 people. And unless I decide to give them thousands of dollars to pay for boosting posts. So I believe in creating content and getting organic followers, not paying actors to pretend like they use my product or paying Meta to deliver my product. I believe in word of mouth. So this is where I rely on you guys to do it for me. So thank you for sending them. Karen, give me a thank, give me a like as soon as you come in. That way it just keeps the ball bouncing on that. All right, let me look at my inspiration. So this is going to be white, this is going to be red, and these are going to be yellow. I already have my brushes ready, so we're going to go straight in with Lemon Kiss, and we're going to go ahead and just stain these. Now, my brush is already diluted. I just dip in a little bit of water to keep it reactive, keep it hydrated. Thank you for sending me some thumbs up. I really needed that. I appreciate it a lot. Thumbs up as much as you can. More than one is fine. If you just want to sit there and hit that like button, that's cool. Whatever you guys could do to support my business, that is perfect. A like, a comment, a share would make it even go better. But you know, your thumbs up to the thing, a little comment just to say hello, that all helps me as well. I am just trying to break the cycle that Facebook put me in, where they're delivering my content to less than 500 of my 90,000 followers. They're kind of holding me hostage and blackmailing me. If I don't give them thousands of dollars, I'm not going to deliver my content anymore. And I just think that's a horrible thing to do to a small business like me, who, you know, hasn't raised their prices since before 2020, because I don't have a marketing department. I just don't. I've always relied on word of mouth. It's always sufficed me over 12 years. But now Facebook has put this policy in place, and it's hurting a lot of small businesses like mine. It's hurting a lot of them. So I could really use your help on that. All right, so I'm just going to use whatever's left over on the cap here. This is Unicorn Spit in the 2-ounce bottle. This is Molly red pepper. It's super duper concentrated. You're going to want to dilute this with like 3 parts water. So a lot of people say Unicorn Spit's expensive. It's like, no, you're not paying for water. You don't have to do multiple coats. This stuff, you actually have to dilute to get to what the coats are that you get in other products. So so you can see that's probably 3 parts water there, and you can see how incredibly strong that is. It is very, 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 very potent. You don't need much. It's non-toxic. There's no microplastics in it, and it smells like jasmine. And it's aromatherapy, it's art therapy, it's creative juice for the functional artist, and it's completely harmless, not only to you personally, but also to the environment. And I love that about our product. I absolutely love that about it. All right, we're gonna make the white now. And this is Celine. This is a new color that I'm coming up with. It's a white stain that is very, very strong white stain. It's not as translucent as the other. Kitty cat, what are you looking on? You're driving me bananas. You looking on your dolly like that? Lord, did you hear her? She's over there snorting like a little pig on her little animal. She like nurses on it. So funny. So you can see it. You still see the wood grain, so you don't make your wood look like plastic. If you're working with wood, show off that you're working with wood, people. Quit making it look like it's like a piece of plastic that's covered. We want plastic. It just looks cheap to me. So if you can show that wood grain, show that wood grain. And it's such a small amount. And you don't need to dilute paint to do that, because that still just looks like it's on the very top, because those are minerals. Unicorn Spit is a dye, and that actually dyes the wood. So it's something really important for you to keep in consideration. And a little tiny bit of this is going to go a way longer way than any paint that you're going to water down. you're not going to get the effect you're looking for. You're going to do so many coats to get an even consistency that you might as well have just bought SPiT in the first place and saved yourself a lot of headache. So the color that I used here is called Celine. It's my new improvement towards everything that people said they didn't like about whitening, which is the unicorn SPiT version. I bulked up the minerals and dyes in this one. So I really, really like this one a lot. It's a beautiful white dye. All right, so here, and it also works in your epoxy, so you can do epoxy with it. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got that done. These are done, and now we just need to work on the plaid, which is what I've been dreading. I am so nervous about doing the plaid. I don't know why. Let me look at the inspiration. All right, I'm going in. So it's going to be like this. We're going to do it with a lot of water on this one. So I'm just going to dip my brush into the water and just reconstitute whatever's left over in my brush. And we're going to go red, that's pretty light. I mean, that's probably like 100 parts water. So I'm going to just activate whatever's left over on my brush here, and, or not on my brush, on the lid. I know, right? Now this is not an acrylic or in a latex paint. This is absolutely plastics free. So we're doing red, yellow, white, red. So this one will be red. And we want this to be a lot more translucent than this because we want those to pop off the top. Red, yellow, white. This will be red, yellow, white. This little thing will be red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red. Okay. That way I only had to think for that small period of time because I know, right? Here, let me get a little bit out. Probably about the size of a sesame seed will be enough for me to do this. Okay. And whenever I say this stuff is potent, I mean it's extremely potent. It is no joke. It is extremely saturated and concentrated. All right, let's get into this little tiny thin spot here. I'm just using the very tips of this little skinny brush so that the pigment flows down the bristles and into the surface, and then it'll absorb. There we go. There we go. And then this one wants to be red. All right. No, 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 kitty cat.
There's an intruder.
There's an intruder.
I thought I was an intruder. He's trying to attack me.
Last night, Don came in while I was in there laying down, and he came in there with his flashlight on his phone for something. I don't know. And Kitty freaked out and jumped out the bed and started growling at him and barking like she was actually going to do some damage. Oh my God! Tyler, you look so funny. Oh my God, you look so great. Is that why Kitty was barking at you?
Yeah.
Oh, you look wonderful. I love it, Tyler. I think you look wonderful. I'm so proud of you. You're so funny.
$30.
Well, I think it was well worth it. You look adorable.
My frozen one last year was 80.
Oh, man. All right, let's get another little piece, a little bit here, like the size of a sesame seed again. Get a little bit of water. Let's go ahead and hydrate that. That's probably like 5 parts water, 1 part SPiT. Here we go. We'll just scrape that down. And so it's red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red. Oh no. Yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red. I guess, whatever. I'm just going for it.
Josh is gonna come to the fight with us tomorrow.
Good. I'm glad he's going to be getting out of the house. He's been sitting there playing on his video games way too much.
He's been playing with Johnny, though.
Well, that's true. He's spending time with his brother. So you can't get too mad at him about it, for sure.
Here,
There we go. Okay, there's our red. I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty plotty, right? I think it looks all right. I can't complain about it. All right, so there's our red. And then we're going to do our yellow. So I'm going to give myself a little... Oh, that's right. It's kind of hardened up inside my lid. So I'm just going to use what's in here. Red. And we're just going to fill in the spaces. Yellow. Red, yellow, white. I don't really know how to do plaid. It's going to be fine, right? Red, yellow, white, yellow. This one will be yellow. 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 Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, this one's got to be yellow. Right? Red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red. Oh, yellow, white, red. This one should have been red. Let me just go down. I messed it up somehow. I was really careful too. I don't know how I messed it up so bad. I was like really trying to like concentrate. All right, let's see here. Oh, I went over. I'm gonna just clean that up. There we go. All right, that's gonna be pretty. It is gonna be pretty, right? I really like it. Thanks for tuning in, Pat. All right, red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red, yellow, white, red. I think this big one here needs to be red. Red, yellow, white, red. I think this needs to be red. I'm just gonna scrub that in real quick. Okay. All right. And then we're going to go back to our yellow. All right, let me get a little water on my brush because we got to keep it diluted. We use it full strength. We don't want to use it full strength. It's just wasting it. Okay. So this will be a big yellow. Oh, I'm such a knucklehead. I realize what I did now. I think I was supposed to do every other one yellow or red on here instead of all the way down. But it's whatever. I quit. I'm going to just go for it. We're going to bring our white in and go over the yellow, and it's just is what it is. The yellow will bleed through, but whatever. All right, ready? I guess we're just going to go for it. Yeah, we're just going for it. Let's see what happens.
This soup is really good.
Did you love it? I can't, is it warm still? I had it on warm.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, let's get a little of the white stain here. A little water. Let me wash my brush out for a second here. Okay. It all turns a little pink because that red is so saturated. See if I can. Oh, it's so hard to do this. I knew this was going to be the hardest plaid. I knew it was going to be so hard. But we got this. We can figure it out. I can do all things through Christ. That's what I like to say. And I really can.
Don't talk to me. Move it. There you go.
I hate it. I think if I could do a second try on this, I would try to figure it out a little bit better. But it might look pretty in the long run. Let's see what we come up with, huh? Let's just get our little white lines in here a little bit stronger. My first time trying to do plaid, so deal with it. I'm just trying to figure my life out here. Here we go. So what I think I'm gonna do is go back over the red and make it not look pink. There we go. There's only a couple places like that I need to do that. There we go. There we go. That looks way better, right? Anybody's done plaid before and you want to tell me how to do plaid better? I am all ears because I think this turned out horrible. I think it looks awful. Okay, so I got a little bit of paint on my edge here. So I'm just gonna dip my thing in water. Yes, it's already dry, but I can just wash it right off. So there's no problem with that. So that looks good. All right. Yeah, and this is right on my countertop too. So I'm gonna take a second and put all of this to the side and get my brushes out of the way so I don't accidentally get the color. Just throw these right in the sink. Remember, it doesn't matter if Unicorn Spit or my Vivations dries in your brushes because you can just wash your brushes out and they just turn back into your brushes because there's no plastics in there to harden them up. So that's just something that people think is so outlandish. And I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. There's no microplastics and there's no plastic in it. You're not putting liquid plastic onto your stuff. Like anything that has an acrylic base or a latex base is full of microplastics. And we all know that microplastics are not good for the environment. They're not good for your body. They're not good for anything. So if you can avoid them at any cost, definitely do that. Especially non-organic. It's different whenever you're talking about like beeswax hardening. That's a polymer. It's a little bit better for the environment, but it's also not gonna, it doesn't harden. Okay, so I'm gonna just put my brushes in some water and we can start stacking. And this is my kitchen counter. And yes, I just cleaned it with plain water. There's nothing holding it, making it so that you have to like, you can only have, there you go. You can clean your counters with just water. It's nice. All right, so there's our holder. Here's our face plate. Here's our little beads. So this is Celine and Midnight Blackness. Here's our first one here. Casey that we stained. And then here's the next one that we stained. Now I haven't glued these down yet. I'm gonna use some super glue to do that. You can also use E6000 glue, just whatever you have on hand. These slide right into the hole. There it goes, okay. And then here's this one. Is this one dry yet? Yeah, okay. And then this one goes here. And then every month when we have another class, it'll be something new. But this one should make a good Christmas present too. And if you want just the Kansas City. Ah, didn't they turn out cute? Okay, let me give you guys a good look. All right, I'm gonna disconnect you from my camera here. Here I am, hello. Look, I even used all of I got my Chiefs swag on. I got my Chiefs earrings. I'm in Kansas City, so we're all Chiefs fans out here. And if you're not, oh my gosh. You ready? Let's give you guys an up close. And you'll have to forgive my messy kitchen. I've been cooking besides doing this. All right, here we go. Okay. It turned out so super cool. I would have done the red and then sprayed it with matte finish so the red bleeds. Oh, that would have been a good idea. But I don't think it turned out so half bad. I don't think it turned out half bad at all. I think that maybe I should do some black lines in here or something. This one's my favorite. I really like this one a lot because I really love the Hephaestus on here. I can actually use the flash so you guys can see it. See the sparkle on the football? That Hephaestus, and that's diluted, y'all. That's beautiful, isn't it? And then we got our Casey, and look at how intricate that is. That is super cool. Oh, and you can see the pearlescence of the Celine as well. Can you see how it's sparkly there? All the white I did with a color called Celine. It's a pearl diamond white. Super pretty. The matte is regular unicorn spit, but I did use two of my prototype colors, and that first wood stain is this metallic one. It's Hephaestus, and this is the Artistic Vivations one. It's a walnut, a dark walnut, and then you can dilute it down to a chestnut. I gotta glue all these little pieces in. Gosh darn it. Look, I messed my football up. Hold on, let me articulate it. Oh, whatever, that's close enough. When it comes time to glue it down, I'll get it just right, I promise. But my fingers have gotten a little bit more clumsy since I've gotten older. I'm not even gonna tell you guys. Just remember, when I started this business, it was 12 years ago that I was making these videos for you guys. Oh my God, I'm just all thumbs. What the heck? There, a little bit close. Okay, well, there's game day vibes. That's my favorite. I love the Hephaestus. The Casey turned out really cute. I love the diamond. I feel like this is missing something. Maybe I should do this black. I think that's going to pop better. Redo. Are you ready? I'm going to show you how fast and easy it is to do a redo. But I'm not going to drag my drippy brush across that. Oh, I know what it is. I forgot to put this in there. Watch. Oh, it's a good thing I noticed that first. That looks way better. Ta-da! It's only because I forgot my stuff. I do that sometimes. Anyways, this turned out really cute. It's going to make a perfect little class activity for me to do at the Merriam Center in Merriam, Kansas. And it's going to come with all the pieces. We're going to have our unicorn spit. We're going to have everything that we could ever want. But look how beautiful it is. And it smells so good. I need practice on my plaid. I'll tell you that much. My plaid sucks. Somebody is going to have to teach me how to do the plaid way better. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. I tried really freaking hard, you guys. I tried super hard. And mostly, I just had a good freaking time doing it. And that's the most important part. So thank you today. Thank you always for tuning in with me while I spit my little heart out and do something creative using Unicorn Spit. And I really enjoyed having your company today. I appreciate all your support with your likes, your follows, your shares, your comments. All of that helps my business so much, way more than paid advertising can do, because there's nothing more valuable than organic. So I really appreciate you guys being there and supporting me. The best gift that you can give is the free gift of just showing your support when as creators come out here live and make ourselves really vulnerable to you. So I appreciate all of your kind words. I appreciate all of your support. I really appreciate your generosity. We ended up getting 300 stars, which I think is like the most I've ever gotten in stars. And I feel super duper loved. And thank you for tuning in. And I will tune in next month when I have something new to put into these little things. Again, if you guys are looking for a laser cutout representative that's in your area, I know people in like every region of the United States. So I know people in Wisconsin, I know people in Ohio, I know people in Arizona, I know people in Kansas City. Jesus, I just know people everywhere who do, even in Canada. So if you guys need some laser cutouts, I have people that I can refer you to pretty much everywhere. And I always suggest everybody always shop local. Support your neighbors, you guys. Support your creative neighbors, because we could all use a little support right now, especially with our small businesses. They're very, very much hurting. So the best way that you can support us all, though, is just by interacting with our content. If you see one of our posts, give it a thumbs up. If you see one of our videos, give it a thumbs up. Even just that little tiny thumbs up helps our businesses so much, because now Facebook is really just breaking us down. They're only allowing distribution of our content to go to less than 1% of our following if we don't pay. And it's really hurting small businesses out there. It's really hurting small businesses very badly. And we're really relying on you, our viewers, to just interact. Just the interaction boosts our posts. It costs you absolutely nothing. And it means so very, very, very much to all of us small business owners out here. So please look at all of your friends and people that you follow. If you see one of their posts, you see one of their videos, you see one of their reels, you see anything that they post, interact with it, comment, share, give it a thumbs up. There's no bare minimum that isn't going to be so greatly appreciated by you guys. So always, always support your creatives, especially in our huge time of need right now. All right, babe, I finished it. Do you want to see it? Okay, just look and see how beautiful it is.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All right, guys, until I see you again, be good, be blessed, and always let your creative just flow. Say goodbye. Even in your kitchen. Goodbye.